again, my lovelies. Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to a Paper Crafters YouTube inspiration hop for organization. We're going to be doing this every month, I believe on the last day of the month. And we're all going to kind of show you how we store different areas of or how we store different items in our scrap areas. So I have just a few things to show you today. We are all going with how we organize and store our paper collections, or not paper, but just the collections in general, the kits, the collections. So if you can see right up here, from about here on, is all little Ziploc bags. They're not Ziploc bags, but they're like the Echo Park, pretty much Echo Park and Close to My Heart are stored right up here, with the exception of this big bag right here, which is the Simple Stories Best Year Ever, and it has some Dottie About flair and some embellishments in there because I have a project that I want to do for that. But the rest of them are just the 12 by 12 pattern papers and the 12 by 12 sticker sheets. So it's not really like a collection kit, it's just the collection with the papers and the stickers, so not too many embellishments. I have to add extra whenever I'm creating with those items. And I'm actually trying to alleviate this way of storing things, and down here as well where the rest of the embellishments are. But this area right here, okay? Now these three are sitting out in front, but I do have a nice little basket that used to house them all, and it's grown, as you can see. But these are all 13 by 13 Ziploc bags, and it's got everything for that collection. Because once I realized that I was a collection scrapbooker, it just made sense to keep everything kitted together and in one area. So there is a rhyme or reason for how that is stored. It may not look that's pretty or organized, but to me it is. So these here out in the front, okay, those are collections that I have more items coming for, so I don't want to file them in this yet. There is a basket, like I said, behind this Echo Park. But so once I get those items in my next haul video, I'll just pop them in there and file them in there. So these are like I've got my vacation kit in there, all my hip kits in there, my Cocoa Vanilla Studios, Simple Stories, P13s, all of that fun, all the collections that I keep together. So they're all stored properly over in this area, and my Pink Fresh Studio, all my Pink Fresh Studios, I now have 2 of the envelopes full of them that I use for a hop. All the Christmas that I scrapbook with throughout the year is over there. So it's basically the things that I'm not going to create one layout and move on. It's the ones that I do the mini albums on, or I have a large group of photos and I want them to kind of all be the same and cohesive, like the Amy Tangerine Brave and Bold that I did for the April 2022 How to Kill a Kit with Style and our trip to the Blues game, right? The hockey game. So that's where I store all of the ones that I primarily purchase on my own. There's nothing in there for design teams or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my camera angle, and we'll show you the other place where I store some items. Okay, so right over here in these 2 cubbies. Alright, I know this says Mente, but that's just because I had no place to store it, and I need to remember to fussy cut that out. This is where I house my Craft O'Clock Design Team collections. So, other than, I think, at the very end over here, there's one more Stash Dive Tuesday kit that page kit that I put together, and my fall kit. But starting here and going all the way over here is nothing but Craft O'Clock collections, and they are all kitted together. This thing houses some of the paper pads and some of the extra items that I had, but that's how I keep those sorted. I keep everything kitted together to make it easier on me to use. And then like right here, that's my How to Kill a Kit with Style. It sits on the top of my Grasscock cart, and it sits literally right next to me while I'm crafting. So now I'm going to show you what's in all those envelopes. So give me 1 minute, switch the camera again. Alright, so this is just one of those bags that I pulled out. So this is the Simple Vintage Indigo Garden by Simple Stories. It's in a Ziploc bag, and this is everything that I have, which is I mean, primarily most of the stuff that comes in the collection, right? I buy the things that I'm going to use. I don't try to get things that I don't think I'm going to use. So, let's just kind of show you, and I just, whoa, it fits nicely in there. Now, obviously, your washi tape comes in like a little container, okay? I don't save the container because it takes up too much room. So I just set them in there and Ziploc the bag, and it's good. So I try to always get washi tape. I don't know why I don't use it very often. I always get enameled dots. We get the floral bits, the bits and pieces, the chipboard clusters. I have layered stickers, chipboard frames, the simple pages, the sticker books, the foam stickers, the chipboard stickers, and then all the paper pad. So if I have a paper pad and loose paper, I store them in there just like this. So, and I keep all of it together and use it that way. Now, for the most part, I might pull this out and make a layout here and there, but I kind of like to just use it and then use it up because I get in the rhythm and I start to like get a good feel for everything that's in the collection and how I want to create things. So I basically just take one of these, maybe beef it up, add a few together, and create a How to Kill a Kit with Style. Like my vacation kit is massive, right? But it's things that I've pulled in and used from several different collections so that I can have like, a big album, and I don't have like one collection and then it runs out and then another collection. So it's just like, just to keep it through. But yeah, that is how I store it. Do you guys, if you have any questions or comments or concerns for me, I would love to hear it. And don't forget to hop on down below and see how everyone else stores their items. I can't wait to see it. I know some people break it apart and like have things stored in different areas. My goal is to actually, because 2022 is the year of the stash, and I know a lot of those collections over there were new, and that's fine if I don't use them this year. I don't care. I will hold on to things. But my goal is, I have a whole bunch of these, and I used to store my embellishments in them by color and stuff like that, and that's just not how I just don't function well with that. But what I want to do is be able to empty all those out, and then I will take one of these, and I will stick all of these pieces into them that'll fit. Does that make sense? And then, this will just be here instead of all this bulky packaging. So that's my goal. So we're going to see how far I get with that by the end of the year. And I had a whole bunch of those random pieces, and instead of just getting rid of them, even though I've had them for eons, I've never really made it a point to like try to use any of that stuff up. So I decided that for 2022, I'm going to make a point to try to use things that are just randomly stored in the Kallax in different areas, use up some of my older collections, and by the end of the year, anything in the random storage that is still here, I will go through, and it's pretty much the majority of it is going to leave because I made a conscious effort to use it. So I'm not actually, like when you see me kill a kit or a collection or a package, and I'm like, okay, this is going to go back in my stash, it's going in a separate area because it's new and I will use it. But some of those things are just random things that I've picked up 10 years ago. I'm not going to use them. If I don't have that used by the end of the year, they're going away. So I'm not really adding anything else to those little containers. Once I get them emptied, they're just being stored so that I can start doing my collections that way. So I hope you guys enjoyed getting a little dive into my craft room. And don't forget to check everyone else out. Remember to always be kind, and I will check you guys later with another video. Don't forget to watch next month to see what we share and organize then. Bye.